Good day and welcome to this episode of Their Story, where we spotlight Sierra Leoneans who have made an impact in the lives of so many and who have been a big part of our country's history. On this episode, I bring to you someone who has shattered glass ceilings, if there ever were glass ceilings. Somebody who rose from the market to become one of the trailblazers in this country and shape national conversations. I have the distinct honor and pleasure to welcome on this episode the president of the Sierra Leone's Market Women's Association. It's Haja Marie Bob-Kandeh. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, listeners.
So I think for me, it is such a full circle moment because sitting here talking to you, I feel like I've known you all my life because of the work you do, the work you have done with my mother. So it's really amazing to have an opportunity to sit down with you and hear you tell your own story. I think for starters, was there ever a time many years ago when you ever dreamed or think that you would get to this place where you would be such an icon for market women, or was the dream just do your business, carry on and do what you're doing in life?
Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you very much. Well, honestly, I was not even dreaming about to be a figure in Sierra Leone in terms of, advocating for other people. But, it's God's will that destiny is like a destiny, they say, where opportunity meets preparedness is destiny. So I was selling in the marketplace. First of all, I went to school.
Okay.
I attended a secondary school level.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I was how can I put it, fourth generation in my family.
Okay.
I came from a polygamous home where I was brought up with my mother.
Okay.
So we came to Freetown, and that's the end of the education because she was sick and admitted to the hospital. There was nobody to come in to rescue my situation at that time. So I started selling fry. You know fry,
Of course.
At the Godly Street, there was an Indian selling there, Mahash Trading Company. We used to sell there at night. And as time goes on, I met somebody who got married.
Okay.
And we moved to Central One. And I stopped the fry and I went to the market to sell vegetable.
Okay.
I was hawking along the Freetown, city of Freetown, in the business central district. I sell different kind of products, and go to the Lebanese people, the Syrian people. So this is where I was until, fortunately, in 1993, I was able to access a store at the Garissa Street Market. Okay. Where I was there until the formation of the Market Women Association.
Okay, so how did that come about? Transitioning from just selling your goods, making money, taking care of your family, and getting to a point where you decide to be a part of a collective to organize market women. What was the background to that?
I was selling in the marketplace, and I met with the chairlady of the market, late Marie Bob-Kandeh. She did not read and write. She did not go to school. But I was observing that she has a lot of customers. Okay. They bring in different kind of products from Guinea, from Kabbalah, from here, Gloucester. They will supply her. But she was also distributing to other markets to me. But because she cannot read and write, sometimes when it comes to a matter of paying the customer, there's a lot of commotion, lots of problems. So I came in to rescue the situation. Okay. I told her that, Mama, next week, when you have your good, please don't distribute it. Wait for me. Because I have basic education. So when I came, he said, hey, me picking, I be dey wait for you today now. Look, don't come over, people don't pack in here, they wait. So I started helping her to distribute the goods while I'm recording.
Okay.
If you take the tomatoes or the cabbage, I take your name, the market you are selling, those kind of things. So that's after 1 week, the Marie said, you are going to be my secretary. So this is how it started.
Okay.
So we are there. When he wants to go to a meeting, he say, Marie, let's go.
The secretary.
Yes. In my handbag, let's go. You know, I follow her. People are provoking me. They say, you don't know Marie Vandi. You will pay that, you pay until you pay, because if you will not give you 50 days when you are going with her to the meetings. But I was determined because I know that I have a basic education, and initially my thinking was to be a lawyer.
Okay.
When I was young. So when I was in the marketplace, I always liked to write newspaper. I bought them and I read. I always, they call me book and pen. So when we are going to the meetings, I attended, I will take some minutes, I will make participation, contribution, until Zainab came to our aid. Okay. You know that we had a war, we have 5 governments for 5 years. So during Tijan's Kabat time, when it was abstained from by the military coup,
yes.
So we have these women who are going around the marketplaces and communities to talk to women, to say you have to make sure you're supposed to have a democratic government.
Okay.
So they came to our markets at that time. Unfortunately, I was the secretary of the markets at that time now. Under the Freetown City Council, it was called Committee of Management,
okay.
Freetown City Council. So after the meeting, they said to give a vote of thanks. Then Marie said, Marie, can't give vote of thanks, so I'm a young person. So I gave the vote of thanks. From that day, Mrs. Bangura said, we are going to carry you. You have potential to be somebody in this country. So that's why I was able to enter into the activism of this country.
Okay. So,
and,
so was there at that point for you? Yes, you are, secretary. You're working with Marie Vandi. Now going into democracy and all of these things. Was there any apprehension on your side? You think, say, me this kind of police case, I don't answer, me just answer, na me market and carry on. Or was that a challenge you embraced and realized that the market women as well needed to have a say in what was happening in Sierra Leone? One
thing I observed when I started enter into those activities, that if the people of Sierra Leone, they push you to go into politics. If you don't have the strong willpower, they push you, because as far as they are concerned, you are talking on radio, you go to a meeting, it's like you are also a politician. So until you be able to discredit that particular area, that I'm not a politician, no, I'm just coming in as an activist to make sure to voice out people's issues. Okay. So that was how it happened. And you have to be very strong, because as you are going, people will invite you. Why can't you go to politics? Why can't you be a councillor? Why can't you be a member of parliament? Why can't you be this? But you have to take a decision, because you are yourself. If you want to go into politics, you go into politics. If you want to go into politics, you stay where you are. So that was why I was able to stay where I am. At what you see, and at the end of the day, I think that it's a very good thing for me, because I never have any humiliation from any political party here, because they know that I cut across the line. Okay. I work with every government. That is why when Market Women was formed, we are AGIP, any government in power. So when you come, we work with you. So that was how I am able to achieve some of these things that I achieved.
Okay. Looking back, with all that you have done, all the fight, all the activism, advocating for people, is there any point in time when you have reflected and thought, sometimes these fates are not being for don't put on for don't left and the other people there. Maybe my life would have been better if I just do me trading no more. Or is it something you look back and you are happy about the role that you have played?
Ibrahim, initially when I started, I was afraid
Okay.
because of the pressure, even in my home. You know, at that time, my husband did not understand what I'm doing. So it's like, until you don't go into politics, you go sabi. What you begin cross in my mind, actually you go sabi. You know, so I have to sit him down to say, I'm not doing party politics issue. This is activism. And the more I go, the more I became interested because I was able to rescue people, a lot of people, especially women, you know, where they are having their marital problem, they're having this kind of abuse, they will come to me. So I became passionate about what I'm doing. I was very much interested. And that helped me, God helped me to make sure to go forward.
Okay.
Because when I was like a midfielder, I do investigation in human rights abuses. I do court monitoring. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a passion because I was very, very interested to make sure I know what's going on. I work with so many organizations in this country. Yeah. The lawyers, the judiciary, the police, the military, you know, just to know how things are going around this country. So that was why I became more interested in Ibrahim. Of course, your mother, Zainab, helped me to go further, you know, to become more interested in the activism because sometimes we sit with her and we explain to her, Mariam will say this one for no more. But we get to make sure people will rescue the situation because not all my able to talk for himself. So we don't come inside now, we go for the inside for make sure that the things then they reduce. We're not going to do all things, but I think will help to address some of the issues.
Okay, so looking at the Market Women's Association, how well is the association doing? I mean, it's been a brand name when you think about good governance in Sierra Leone and all of those things, and to just be able to see market women having a seat at the table, how well is the organization functioning? Has the support? Are people still interested?
Thank you. Yes, market women is still functioning and very, very strong. People have attempted to destroy it, but it's not easy for them. They will not succeed because, like I said, we are working with any government. So, but sometimes there's a time where people think that it is for a particular political party. So they frown at us. They don't want to work with us. But as time goes on, you know, looking at issues that are coming in, sometimes they call you by force because they cannot work without you at that particular time. Yes, we have a lot of challenges now, but the good thing is we are able to educate the market women to know their rights and responsibility. So in the past, it was the politicians we are using them. But now, if you look at what is happening in the current situation, they are using the politicians. Yeah, because if you go to them, they tell you that this is what we want. So to me, it's an impact, a very good impact for the women of Sierra Leone. And also, in the past, they don't have the time to go to police, even to take their husband to court. They do it. If he abuses them, they go to the police. They go to court. They have the confidence to stand on the box to say, this is what is happening with my family. Not all of them, but most of them are doing it. And even in terms of doing their business, they know, Ibrahim, they know. We have women, when we used to give them 100,000 as a microcredit, you know, CGG. They have graduated from now. They go to the bank. We encourage them to go to the bank, work with the banks to make sure they open bank accounts. They know how to keep their records. They know how to register their business. So they pay tax. Some of them are going as far as China now to do their business. From the market, we go to China. They have shops now within the Freetown business district. So to us, it's a very good impact.
That's very good. I think, and that's usually that's always the benefit of the type of work someone like you does. You know, the sacrifices, you lay the foundation for other people, and you lay the things, you know, out for others to follow. I think just coming a little to the personal side of things, as someone who grew up in an activist household as well, I know there are usually a lot of sacrifices that have to be made. First of all, as a woman, you're now getting involved in advocacy. Sometimes the husbands do not always understand. They would rather, why would you want to be in public? You are a mother, so you're selling in the markets to take care of the family. You're fighting for Sierra Leone. You have to take care of your husband. You have to take care of your kids. I'm just interested in the personal cost that this journey has been on someone like you.
It's very challenging because the issue is how can you be able to reconcile between the business, the activism, and also your family. You know that my first husband divorced me because of that, because he cannot handle me anymore, because he does not know how to handle me. So, but I was able to reconcile myself in terms of doing business. I changed my business. Okay. That's one. I moved from the marketplace and doing something else that can help me to be at home, looking at my children at the same time doing activism. Yeah, so I was able to educate all my children. Okay. All of them went to university, and I'm doing something that is adding value to the people of this country in terms of eating. I'm doing local food transformation. Okay. I do cashew, I do respond, I do different kind of local food. So, and I'm doing a lot of e-commerce. Okay. I go to social media, I advertise my product, those kind of things. At the same time, I'm in the activism also. When I'm invited, I go to meetings. Sometimes I sit on the panel. Sometimes I do a lot of contribution within the private sector, within the public sector, within the civil society. Anywhere you put me, I'm fitting there. So I thank God that I'm able to be in the middle of everything that I'm doing. I thank God that I never committed a crime to nobody. And I'm a very decent person. I believe in integrity. I served the Anti-Corruption Commission for 10 years as a member of the board. And I also serve different capacity in this country. Currently, you know that we work with the special court.
Yes.
When they are doing the trial of special court, we do a lot of outreach. So the registrar of the court also gave me a contract to do an outreach to the communities, to schools, to universities, to the mosques, to the churches, to talk about the war and its consequences, and also the issue of the security and the rule of law. So I'm still on the activity. Now I'm moving forward because I've met a lot of different people, white people, black people, Sierra Leonean, people from other countries, because of the work that I'm doing. So I thank God. I always appreciate Mrs. Bangura because she was the leader, to make sure I be where I am today.
It's been a long journey. Like I said, I feel like you have been a part of my life all my life because I grew up seeing you, seeing you around, my mom. You continue to work. You have grown from, Secretary General of the Market Women's Association to President. I always like to ask people who are into activism if they feel there will ever come a time when you will stop, when you will just say, me don't do, I don't try. Let other people they can't try now. Or do you think, there's just so much to fight for, there's so many people to represent, there's so much advocacy to do that this journey is going to be an ongoing journey and you're not just ready to retire from activism? I don't feel activists ever retire, but, I would like to see...
It depends on the issue, Ibrahim.
Okay.
Sometimes you want to go out, but it's very, very difficult for you to opt out from activism because there are people who we have worked with in the past, when they rely on you. If they have an issue, they must come to you. Okay. And you have to make sure you address that issue. So activism is like an everlasting thing. Even when you are getting old, people will still come to you. Other people say, you are getting old now, why can't you stop bringing young people? They don't understand. They don't understand that, yes, we are getting older, but our experience, we could never get it from other younger people. So there is a need for a generational transfer, while at the same time, you're still in your corner, you're doing your small, small things. When people come to you, they ask you for advice. You have to give them truthful advice, straightforward advice to make sure they don't compromise their integrity. Very, very easy, because that's one of the problems that we are facing in Sierra Leone. People think that you can buy integrity in the shop. No, you cannot buy integrity. It is you that is going to find it for yourself. So this is found that we are coaching our people, we counsel them to make sure they do the right thing, especially the younger people. In the past, they say future leaders, they're not future, they're leaders of now. Because you look at the digital atmosphere, the world is full of digital things, and younger people are there, so they don't know the do's and don'ts, even the codes of ethics on how to go about their business. It's like they will not make another impact. They will fall along the line. So that is why we are on the background. If you come to us, you come to me, I give you my sincere advice to make sure you don't fall in the bad way along the line.
You talk about integrity, and I find that very interesting because that is such a rare commodity in Sierra Leone. A lot of people would say, I think maybe but for the grace of God, because when you think about it, I'm sure there are people who have come forward to you, try to compromise you, with money. You would think, okay, if this somebody is doing business, if I give them money to do their business, maybe they can, bend the truth, or where they should say A, they would say B. What do you think has been your guiding light? Because with all the temptations and everything, but for you to just stand up and say, no, I will stand for what is right, no matter the cost, no matter the consequences, and no matter what amount of money anybody has to offer me. What I believe in is what I believe in, and I will fight for it.
Yes. Ibrahim, contentness is very, very important in human life, not only for activism. Even as a human being, you have to be content. You have to satisfy what is at your own disposal. You don't look at other person's wealth. It is his wealth or her wealth. My own is my wealth. So if you do it that way, that will help you to stand on your feet, to say, I believe what I believe. And even within my community, people come to attempt me to make me to compromise my issues. I don't compromise my issues. That is why some people are not my friends, because they will come with their own issue. They don't want me to ask them questions. So people, they don't want questions. The moment they ask them questions, they feel aggrieved. They feel like what are this person here? Also, now make like for saying nice about all things. But you need to do that, because if you don't do that, if you fall along the line, people will come to implicate you innocently without you don't even know what you are doing. So that is why you be content, satisfied with what you have. Don't look at other person's property. Pay attention on your person and maintain it to what you want it to be. I say that will help you to move forward with respect. And even if you have to die, Ibrahim, you don't have fear to die, because you know that if you die, maybe God will help you to go heaven, because you always guide yourself to make sure you do the right thing.
That's absolutely beautiful. I know earlier you touched a little about, Sierra Leoneans. They always like to push people into politics. As soon as even you're into activism, they consider you a politician and all of that. But I think there's no denying that this country, in different facets, need leaders. And at the end of the day, as somebody who believes in talking on behalf of people, advocating for people, do you think there would ever come a day where you would consider to take the representation to another level, maybe consider running for councillor or member of parliament? Or are you absolutely clear that that does not form part of your journey and you will leave that to other people?
Ibrahim, I have passed that area. I'm not interested in anything to go into politics, because even in countryship is politics. If you don't go into a political party, you cannot have a symbol to contest. So I'm out. in terms of party politics, I'm out of it. I'm not interested. I believe that I play my part as a Sierra Leone person. I play my part to make sure I help other people without going to party politics. And all with politicians. If I need something right now in any of the ministry, I'll go there. So say, I want this thing to happen. If you agree, okay. If you agree, I'll move again, come to my house and sit down. Even when I'm here with the councillors, with the head man, when they come to me, I give them my word that this is what we should do to make sure the community grow. If they accept, fine. If they don't accept again, it's fine for them because I don't have to contest for election. No. They are in the process of contest election. They want to go to parliament. But sometimes if you guide them, they link you with another political party. You know, especially right currently. If something happens, I want to say the truth, people link with another political party. I don't know why. But as far as we are concerned, we are not politicians. So we are activists. We are here to make sure people will guide them to make sure they do the right thing. Because at the end of the day, if they do the right thing, the country will grow. And even people in the community will benefit from that. But sometimes people don't like that at all. In terms of employment here, this company, we go there to advocate for those youth who are not employed. Sometimes they say you have to go through the councillor. There are people who have not even built a house from 20 years ago, 24 years when they say the word was ended. Up to now, they cannot build the houses any longer when it was burned down. So our people who are amputated, we have rape survivors. They are still here. How can we cater for them if we don't have a democratic institution that can address their issues? So that's my pain. You know, it's my pain. You know, I don't have nothing to do because I'm helpless. We don't have. I don't have a lawyer who can stand for that. Even you cannot stand for that because there are so many things involved. But we are all again pray that someday, sometimes, God will bring in people who can have more value, to add more value to Sierra Leone, to make sure we live in a democratic state, freedom and justice. Our coat of arms is unity, freedom and justice. We have to make sure to respect that particular one. And we have the pledge. So all those issues, sometimes when I sit down, I see people on television, I just smile and say, okay, God, if not is what you want for us, we're left with you. But we are trying to make sure the right thing happens.
Thank you very much, Auntie Marie. This has been a truly insightful conversation. Like I said, it's a rare and unique opportunity for me to hear you tell the story from your perspective, because I know the story from my perspective. I think on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone, I would want to say we appreciate all the work that people like you have done. Then work their own adepa and can say tenkinode. We live in an era where people forget, and people move on to the next trending thing. So I just wanted to take a moment to say, thank you for all the work. Thank you for all the sacrifices. Thank you for opening the doors for so many women. Thank you for laying that foundation for women to know that, yes, you are not, if you are a market woman, you are not confined to the market stall. You can go on and become so many things. And as you have stated, you are at a place where you've been able to educate all your kids. They've gone to university. And that by itself is success. So thank you for welcoming us into your home. We know we will continue to see more of you. And I will only say, be alone, not tire. This journey, a whole chunk of you have been a part of it for so many years. There are those of us now, as we come into age, who say they can join, can support, take over the baton. So thank you very much for making time, and we truly do appreciate everything that you do.
Ibrahim, say thank you to you and your team for doing this to me. I again feel fulfilled that all that the work that we have done does not go into the drains. Yeah, before last, somebody giving an award Memory Lane. Man who was working with the museum,
Okay.
they came here and they say I was the only person that they were able to identify to be part of the peace process in Sierra Leone. So they gave me an award, and today we are here again to make my history. And I know that people will listen that and they will learn from it to make sure that they also try to fight like the fight that we are fighting, because we are still there.
Of course.
We are still fighting. So I want to thank all of you very much for coming here and make this day a wonderful day for me. Thank you so much. Now, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
This has been an amazing episode of Their Story. We've spoken to Haja Marie Bob-Kandeh. She's Auntie Marie to me. Been a part of my life, been a part of Sierra Leone's story. We do hope that you enjoy the story. We do hope that you enjoy the spotlighting. As always, please remember to subscribe, like, share so that you're able to follow the stories that we bring to you. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.